Hi guys, I am AJ from ClearTax. Do you know when should a business issue debit note, credit note or a revised invoice under GST? Don't worry, in today's video we'll learn about all these documents. What is a debit note and credit note? When the goods supplied or returned or extra goods being issued or there is a revision in invoice value, a debit note or credit note will be issued by supplier or recipient of goods and services. The following are the cases where a debit note has to be issued by the supplier. Number 1. Original tax invoice has been issued but the taxable value in invoice is less than actual taxable value. Number 2. Original tax invoice has been issued but the tax charged in invoice is less than actual tax to be paid. The following are the cases where a credit note has to be issued by the supplier. Number 1. Original tax invoice has been issued but the taxable value invoice exceeds the actual taxable value. Number 2. Original tax invoice has been issued but the tax charged in invoice exceeds the actual tax to be paid. Number 3. Recipient returned goods to the supplier. Number 4. Services found to be defective. What are the details to be mentioned in debit note and credit note? The debit or credit note shall contain the following particulars. Number 1. Name, address and GSTN of the supplier. Number 2. Name, address and GSTN of the recipient. Number 3. Nature of document and document number. Number 4. Date of the document. Number 5. Invoice number and date of corresponding tax invoice. Number 6. The taxable value of goods or services and GST rate. Number 7. A signature or digital signature of the supplier. Issuance of debit note and credit note. The debit note and credit note has to be issued within 6 months from the date of issue of original invoice. Reporting requirement of debit note and credit note. The issued debit note and credit note should be reported in the GST return of the period in which they have been issued. However, if the taxpayer fails to do so, he has to declare them in earlier of the following dates. Number 1. Due date for September month GST return following the end of financial year in which such supply was made. Number 2. The date of filing of annual return for the relevant financial year. For example, if a debit note is issued in the month of May 2020 for the tax invoice which was originally issued in March 2020, the taxpayer has to report the debit note in the GST return of May 2020. If he fails to do so, he should declare them in earlier of the following dates. Number 1. 20th October 2020. Number 2. Date of filing of annual return for the financial year 2019-20. What is revised invoice under GST? Under GST, all taxpayers will have to apply for provisional registration and complete the formalities, post which they will obtain an GST registration certificate. Once the taxpayer receives his GST registration certificate, he has to issue a revised invoice against each invoice issued in between the date of application for GST registration and the date of receipt of GST registration certificate. The revised invoice will have to be issued within 1 month from the date of receipt of GST registration certificate. To know more about these documents, please click on the link provided in the description of this video. If you like the video, please do like and share. If you want to know anything about taxes and savings, please let us know in the comment section below. Also, do subscribe to our channel for more informative videos. And don't forget to hit on the bell icon so that you will never miss an update from ClearTax. Stay tuned for more updates. Thank you.